Hey, I'm Lindsay Partridge. On today's video, what I wanted to do is answer the question that a lot of people have been asking, which is, how do you have the time to do all the things that you do? Some of you might know that I'm a full-time nurse, and that's my sort of real job, and then the horses are basically my passion, and that's sort of like another full-time job of the coaching and the training and all the stuff that comes along with doing the farm, and then of course doing these videos for you guys and the social media and everything else that comes with it. So the answer to that question is basically I multitask. So for example, when I'm doing my Facebook and my videos and YouTube and things like that, I'm actually exercising at the same time. And I do this at work as well. I have a desk job as a nurse for the most part, and I have a peddler at work. So I don't really have time to go to the gym and sort of get my cardio in. So basically I do two things at once. And that's how I keep up with my exercising while doing my other things. Because even though I work with the horses and I ride and things like that, I'm still doing a lot of sitting or just walking around. And so this lets me multitask with my exercising. So I just want to show you how we did this because it was really, really simple. So this is just a very cheap bike that we got off of Kijiji. And this is just a TV tray. And I've got that there, so I've got my mouse underneath, and I've got my agenda or whatever else I need with myself. And then all we did was remove the handlebars off of the bike, and in the spots where the handlebars were screwed into the bike, we just took this thin sheet of plywood and put it down there. And voila, I have myself an exercise desk. So just being little and creative like that. So one of the big ways that I really make time for all the different things that are important to me is that I have to prioritize and think about what do I want to get done in a day or what do I want to get done in a week. So one of the things that really tends to slide is my kitchen, for example. So when you look at my kitchen, it's not exactly the tidiest kitchen, but I don't let that bother me because it's not that important to me. I choose to put my priority on playing with my horses or doing my lessons or getting the videos done, different things like that that take a higher precedence over getting my kitchen clean or other sort of housework or farm work, different things like that. And I try to task off what I can to various helpers at the farm, which is kind of a win-win because they help with doing daily chores or mucking and things like that. And they get to cash those hours in for boarding or lessons, things like that. So it kind of helps them. They can get services from me and from our farm, but it also helps me to free up my time so that way I can spend more time with the horses and doing things like this for you guys. So making priorities is a real big thing for me. The other thing I have to focus on is making sure that I have my goals figured out. So I did my plan for 2016, my first video, I shared my goals for the whole year, but I also do little goals for each session that I have. So I might realize that I only have 20 minutes to work with one of my horses or 10 minutes or something like that. So I'll pick one thing that's going to help me along their journey and really focus on that. And once I accomplish that goal, I'm done. So for example, I might decide I need to work on ground tying today, or I need to work on bending, or maybe getting my sideways better. And I'll only do exercises to help with that goal. And once I get it better, then I just leave it and I'm done and I can move on. Then I get to feel good about myself and about my horse and my relationship, feel like I'm making progress, even though I maybe only spent 15 minutes or so to get that done. I still made the time for it. The nice thing about doing Harmony Horsemanship is that you don't have to make it all about riding. So if I have 10-15 minutes, I can take my horse out of the paddock and do different things like getting my horse lighter on the back up, working on my ground tying, or doing those sideways, all teaching it from the ground first, so we can still make progress without having to take the time to saddle up and grooming and all that other stuff that comes with when you're going to ride. So I don't think that it's necessary that every time I take my horse out, I have to go walk, trot, canter, stretching. I don't have to do it all. I can just focus on the small things that are important to me in my journey where I'm at with the horse at the time. So I hope that helps answer your question and give you a bit of insight into how I try to make time for my horses and keep them progressing, even though I don't have a ton of hours in the day. And I do sleep, I swear. But thank you for watching, and I hope you found that interesting, and maybe it will help you find time for your horse.